Let's talk about the submissive wife. A lot of times I hear men say, my wife is not submissive. I want me a submissive wife. And when I hear things like that, the first question that comes to mind is, who is actually a submissive wife? So, yeah, guys, come closer. There's something I need to teach us today. So, when you are craving and demanding and screaming that you want a submissive wife or that your wife isn't submissive, you won't mix up things. All right, quickly. Let's say we have three guys, Mr. A, B, and C. Mr. A is married to this wife who is a complete housewife. She doesn't have any source of income and she's totally dependent on Mr. A, who is actually responsible enough to his responsibilities at home. And then she comes up to her husband and says, hey, babes, I feel like I need a vacation. I'd like to go on a vacation next month. And Mr. A says, babes, no, next month won't be feasible. Can we push it to the month of August? Let's plan towards that. Now, as much as she's not happy about that, she'll agree to it. Go sit back and wait for the month of August before she can make that vacation. That doesn't say she's submissive. She actually took that back seat because she can't afford to pay the bills for that trip. Now there's Mr. B, who is also very responsible and is at the forefront. He runs his home, he pays the bills, but he's married to a wife who is financially stable. She's doing her thing and can afford to fly herself anywhere in the world if she wants to, regardless of the fact that her husband is capable of doing it. She comes to her husband and says, hi, honey, I think I'm mentally drained and I need to go on a vacation next month. And her husband says, hell no, you can't go for that vacation. You have to wait until maybe in the month of September when I'm ready for it. Now, Mrs. B looks at her husband, regardless of the fact that she can afford to pay her ticket and foot the bills for that trip. She takes a step backward and goes back to her normal routine and not make that trip because her husband says so. That's submission. Let's also look at Mr. C. Mr. C is probably not buoyant enough. His wife is more comfortable than he is. She foots the bills at home and all that. And she comes up to him and says, I want a vacation next month. And he says, no, you can't have a vacation next month. You know, some of these men who are broke are very egoistic. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. And then he gives his wife this, no, you can't have that vacation until probably the month of September. His wife, who knows she can afford to buy her ticket and foot the bills, takes a step backward and doesn't make that trip because her husband says so. That's submission. So while you're at it, screaming, demanding, wanting submission, I would like you to know that a woman's submission is dependent on her level of financial stability. Don't get it twisted. Tomorrow, I'll be talking about love and submission in marriage. Look out for that video. My name is Nyono, and I live in my reality.